This is my first training session with an Australian Shepherd puppy named Aria. She is 5 months old, and what we're doing here first is getting her conditioned to a clicker. You do not have to use a clicker when you train your dog. You can decide on a word that you'd like to use. I use yes a lot if I don't use a clicker, but whatever it is, stick with it. So the idea is that the sound of either the clicker or the word yes is followed by a reward, so that when you start training your dog, they can quickly pick up the behaviors that you want from them by marking it with the click or the verbal yes. So right now I'm just getting her to understand that the clicker sound is followed by a reward. So now I am kind of testing the waters and seeing if Aria will lure. So that means if I put my hand out with food in it, if she will follow my hand. When she does, I will click and reward her. The idea of luring is that I can physically shape her into different positions, and it makes it easier to train the puppies and lure them into which position you want, whether that be like sit, down, heel, all of these things. If she follows my hand, then I can mark where she is and reward her. So you can see here she is following my hand very nicely into a down, which makes me think she's done this before. So there you see again, I'm luring her into a down, and then I click and reward her. Eventually, I will fade out of having to have her follow my hand all the way down, slowly over time, over lots of reps. And again, I lure her upwards, and then I click and treat her. Good. Luring her into a down again. Very good. So Aria is clearly doing very well, clearly has done a little bit of this before, so that makes my job a little easier. So we're starting to do a little bit of duration in her down command. So I click and reward for getting into down, and then I click and reward pretty quickly and reward her in the down position to encourage her to stay down there. And then I break her. So she is a puppy, so I'm not expecting her to stay down there forever. We're going to slowly increase duration as we do this more. Sit. You'll notice I'm starting to give the verbal commands now. I'm starting to say sit and down as I lure her into the positions, because I know that I can get her into the sit position after I say the command. So the idea is don't name it until you love it, and that means if I can't make her sit, I'm not going to say sit. I have to make sure that through my body language and through food lure, I can make her get in that position before I start calling it something. So now that I'm confident that Aria can lay down, if I lure her, I am going to start saying the verbal down command and then lure her down. Sit. Down. Good. Break. Sit. Down. Sit.
Is that shadow line? That's shadow line, right?
Down. I'm not sure. Eventually, as I put in lots and lots of reps into this, I'm going to fade out of giving her the physical cue with my hand and rely more on my verbal command down as her cue to get into that position. I also reward Aria for any eye contact or focus that she gives me. This is so important, especially in young puppies. You definitely want to foster this, as it will help you as you transition to training in higher distraction environments.